What is your warehouse here in Colorado? I mean, what do you do out of this warehouse? I mean, what's your operation here?
This is a 20,000 square foot facility. We have about 3,000 square foot of office space, retail sales space. This is where our sales people are at and our invoicing people, and then we have 17,000 square feet of warehouse space. And what we do here is we have an R&D section that, like we just talked about, tests the product, designs the product, does all the instruction manuals. Everything that you see, the website, instruction manuals, all done in-house right here. Then we have our distribution center, and distribution center is we sell product every day. It goes out the door. People come in off the streets to buy product, people buy offline, or we have dealer networks, not only in the US, but worldwide. And then we send them product, and then they distribute from there.
What is it that drives Rocco and Aeroworks to put out that high quality? I mean, you guys know, the world knows that Aeroworks is high quality. Why do you want to do that? I mean, there's got to be a goal to it.
There's, a lot of people are there just to do the numbers and maybe make money. I'm there more to do the high-end quality product. I want to stand behind our product. Aeroworks' name is on the product. And I want to sell something that I would fly. If I'm not comfortable flying it, or I think it's not the quality I would buy, then I wouldn't sell it.
Got anything in the works you can kind of pique our interest with? What you got coming down the pipeline we can look for?
Aeroworks has been well known for large-scale aerobatic airplanes. We were around the TOC days, designing airplanes and supplying airplanes to incredible pilots and winning contests year after year after year. We are still in that market, but we are branching out to warbirds, civilian scale, electrics. You'll see even some entry-level type airplanes from us. Really focusing on smaller gas 20cc, 30cc airframes to fit the new 20cc, 30cc gas motors coming in from China at a low, very good cost. A wide range of different things. And that's to get our name out more and more in the marketplace, and but to be able to offer more variety to our customers.
With you driving the market and where you see the hobby going, I mean, it's changed a lot in the last 20 years. There's no doubt about that. Where do you see it going, or what do you think? I mean, do you think we're going to continue to grow? Because there's a lot of people think the hobby's dying. I mean, what is?
No, I definitely don't see the hobby as dying. This is a hobby that's been around long before me and you, and be here long after us. It's constantly changing, though, but it's evolving. Easier products to fly, quick assembly, cheaper for the customers to buy. More when a customer pulls the airplane out of the box, it's instant gratification. Doesn't have to build the airplane. He can pull it out of the box, bind and fly, ready to fly. I think you're going to see more and more of that type of product. Smaller foam products is getting more and more popular. That's kind of a cycle. It's always been there. It seems like when the economy kind of closes down or shuts down or slows down, you see smaller foam stuff come in, but it doesn't last too long. It's usually people go back to the big expensive airplanes as soon as the economy turns around. And I've been in business for 20 years, but I've been flying model airplanes since I was a kid, so 40 years flying model airplanes, and I see the same thing then as I do now. It's entry-level stuff is very popular. Flight simulators are making people understand flight theory better and how to move the sticks, and when they go out to the flying field, they see a lot of success where we used to build kits and you take your first trainer out and you wreck it after 1 or 2 flights. Well, that doesn't really happen anymore. So I see a lot of higher technology type stuff coming in, ready to fly stuff, a lot of electric stuff, and a lot of stuff around that 20 and 30cc gas engine range.
Well, larger planes are, it always seems like we're pushing the envelope to see how large we can get. And Aeroworks has always kind of led that charge, because your planes have always been big. Where do you see, where's the limit? I mean, what do you see as how big is going to be too big?
Well, 100cc and 150cc size airplane was huge 5-6 years ago. Today that's mainstay, it's common, We see 50-60% stuff. I don't really see that being too popular here in the United States, but it's huge in Europe and other countries. But you know, I don't think there's an end to it. You know, as technology improves, servo power improves, motor power improves, and all this technology is getting cheaper and cheaper and more affordable, the airframes will accommodate that. Okay. There's a day when a 50cc airplane was an 80-inch airplane. Today, a 50cc airplane is 88 and 90-inch. So even the size of the airframe for the motors is getting bigger and bigger all the time.
I've noticed that a lot of your shelf space in here is dedicated to just parts. I mean, it's not just airplanes. I mean, what's the importance of having those parts here?
I feel having parts available is extremely important. I would consider that as one of the most important things. When a customer purchases an airplane and he needs a part 2-3 months down the road or a couple years down the road, we try to have the part for them. Worst thing is when a customer calls and you can't supply a part for them. To do that for the customers is very expensive for me. It takes up space, it takes up inventory that may or may not move. But to offer a replacement part for a customer, I think, is extremely, extremely important.
Well, along those lines, I've noticed as we walked around this morning, and you said every plane you've ever designed, you're still selling. Is that correct?
Yes.
So, you know, these are not planes. Aeroworks planes aren't going to be the type that you order it now and 6 months down the road you can't find it again.
No.
I mean, is that part of your philosophy to keep the planes there?
We've been extremely lucky that from the very first airplane, as far as the QB line goes, the 4060 Edge 540T, that's the very first airplane we came out with in the QB line, is still one of our best-selling airplanes. The 9120 Yak, the 50cc Yak are still our best-selling airplanes. Those are the first airplanes we did. You know, a lot of that is because of the quality, the design, the structure, the integrity, the replacement parts, everything that we just covered is why those still sell. We have been lucky in that. I wish it was something that it was a, you know, it was a magic wand, I can say, but eventually something's going to hit where it's not as popular. But everything that we have designed in the past 7 years now with the new QB line is still selling today. We still get calls if we have the original builder's kits from 20 years ago, the 29% Edge 540T and the 33% Edge. Obviously we don't have those. Those were a long time ago, and those were built in-house, and we have really changed up how we do things. But with the new improved QB kits that we get from China, as popular today as the day that we designed them.
You see online, you know, there's a lot of places you can buy airplanes online, a lot of manufacturers, a lot of names. And you go in, you'll see an airplane, you go look for it, it's out of stock, or they don't have it anymore. You know, I guess they're going for the quickies. I mean, that's not your style, is it?
No, there's different trends of thought on business. There's some businesses out there that build or design an airplane for one-time production. Their goal is to sell out of that one production, move to the next thing. Or their goal is to enhance that one-time sale, that one-time customer. That's all they care about. They move on to the next customer. We don't want that. We want new sales all the time. We want new product, but we design around having you as a customer for many, many years to come. We want to have you. We have many customers that have, you know, been in business with Aeroworks for 10, 15, 20 years, and they're still buying Aeroworks airplanes time after time after time. They're not looking for they're always looking for the Aeroworks product, but they're looking for the next new thing from Aeroworks, and that's why we try to design so many new airplanes.